A financial feud means that Tfue and the FaZe clan are officially going to court. George R.R. Martin is getting his hands into the gaming scene. A huge mod from Dota 2 is going to become its own hit game, and how VR, thanks to the Oculus Quest, is finally going to be absolutely cordless. All that plus a look ahead at everything happening here at Player One Esports. I'm Scan, and welcome to Game Center. Starting with our top story this week, it is of course Tfue versus the FaZe clan. Yes, Tfue is going to legal war against his own team, saying that the team is taking as much as 80% of his winnings and earnings from Twitch and YouTube. The result of this case could be absolutely enormous for the future of esports and esports entertainment, as it could completely rewrite how contracts are done between individual teams and organizations and their talent/players. The major point of contention here is that FaZe Clan is not technically a talent agency and are apparently taking cuts that a talent agency would, but also to the extreme. FaZe Clan has responded saying that to date they have actually taken none of the winnings or earnings from Tfue, but again, the ramifications from this case could last for years and years to come. So if you, like me, are wondering why it's taking so long for there to be another Song of Ice and Fire book from George R.R. Martin, we might finally have at least a little bit of an idea why. And that's because he's on the phone with Hidetaka Miyazaki of From Software, the developers of the massively successful Souls games and Bloodborne. George R.R. Martin has apparently been consulting on this game over the course of the last 3 years, and the game might be just on the horizon, as it is expected to be announced at E3 this June during Microsoft's press conference. The balance between cost effectiveness and quality of hardware is always a difficult one, especially with the history of virtual reality, but it might finally be time for you to jump in and try a VR headset, because the Oculus Quest has released. Launching with over 30 supported titles and different programs, the headset also costs significantly less than Oculus's previous entries into the VR market. And more importantly, it is a standalone piece of hardware. You are finally free to move around in a way that previous headsets just couldn't allow due to the number of technical limitations, cables, etc. that were required for these headsets to truly work at the best level. So finally, you might have the opportunity, if you've been on the fence, as I said, to dive into virtual reality in a real and truly immersive way. One of the top played games on Steam right now isn't even actually an official game. It's a mod for a game. Dota 2's auto chess mode, made by Drodo Studios out of China, has been wildly popular over the past few months and now has over 8 million players. It's so popular, in fact, that Valve is now going to make their own standalone version of auto chess. Drodo has given their blessing. They have decided between Valve and Drodo Studios that really they're not going to be able to work together all that well. So instead, Valve, as I said, are going to make their entirely own standalone version of the game, while Drodo is going to be given Valve's blessing to make a mobile version of the game that is essentially just painted with a different scheme that is in Dota, but will be fully supported and optimized and monetized by Drodo Studios. It's a really interesting development, because most of the times that Valve has taken something that an exterior team has made, they just hire that exterior team onto Valve and then make a wildly successful game out of it. You know, like Counter-Strike. But this time around, it's a very different story, but the result may end up being even better for Valve, as they will own and operate auto chess from the top down. The NPL switches gears this weekend with NPL Royale. Coming out of the competition of Week 3, Player One Esports have held on to their third place position, and if you want to cheer the team on, you can find that at twitch.tv/playbattlegrounds at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific this Saturday. Plenty of competition here at Player One Esports this week, featuring online tournaments in Call of Duty, Black Ops 4, Mortal Kombat 11, and PUBG. For all the information about how to sign up for these events, as well as links to all of our social media platforms, go over to playeroneesports.com. But that's going to wrap things up here for Game Center this week. Thank you guys so much for the support. Please give us a like and follow here on the video. And that's going to be it. I am Scan. This has been Game Center. Game on, everybody.